Hello everyone! So, I've picked two dungeons to start with. The first one, we're going to be going to XIV. We're going to let Silly do some voicing now.
Nope.
Are you both on? Payment's
I
on.
don't do voicing. Not anymore. Xeria DPS. Just kidding. Or do it. It's fine either way. I was going to play Astro, but then I was like, I'm too lazy to think about what I'm doing. And I don't play that class, so I don't know what any of the abilities look like, so I'd have to think about what buttons to press, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I mean, I could. Fine.
I don't really care either way. I'm just saying it's sad.
Alright.
True Balance, first card. New healer for our raid group.
No.
Alright, gonna share screens here.
How do I give it to myself? Which button is it? Q.
Okay, so, you see this?
You do not have to play astrology.
Yeah, I
Silly.
can see it.
You're gonna be Vanu Vanu.
Oh, this guy.
Reap what you sow. Vanu Vanu would seek your aid in asserting the authority of the Zundu chieftain.
The great Netherling warrior who chased the clouds from our land returns. Like a gentle zephyr wind, Sanu has plea, and hopes Netherling lends an ear. Zundu takes shelter from the Vundu storm by virtue of peace offerings and respect commanded by Zundu chief. Now, though, the rains threaten to fall again. The symbol of chief's power is the great mask he wears, a mask that grows old and worn. A chief who wears shabby mask is a chief who commands as much respect as a summer's day's drizzle. Tribal mask is made from the scale of the Wakuyan, a giant Sanua who nests in Neverreap, where the Vanu Vanu are forbidden to go. The wicked Vundu seek to hoard power and influence for themselves. They seize control of Neverreap and forbid poor Zundu from entry. They cannot keep out the great Netherling who tamed the White. Go to Neverreap, Netherling, and snatch the scale of the Wakuyan from the Vundu's evil clutches. Vanu Vanu will be your guide. He awaits you outside the village. Pray, go swiftly, Netherling, and chase away the coming storm.
Alright. So this guy is... Yeah, he's not outside the village. He's literally... Well, I guess technically he is outside the village, but he is outside the dungeon. Hello, Helldog! How's it going? We're gonna be doing our first dungeon today. And as you can see, I can now fly within the sea of clouds. Does that make me the best? Probably. I am probably the only person in FF14 who has achieved this. The Whisper Go is carrying us along. This mount's hilarious. And the beautiful thing is, it's foggy here as well, so I can't even show you guys any of the actual zone. Alright, so yeah, I haven't actually been over here at all, but there's griffins here. That's pretty cool, right? Alright. The entrance to Neverreap is somewhere up here. There he is. Vanu Vanu! Oh, wait for Netherling warrior! The Netherling warrior comes! Netherling braves Neverreap to retrieve the Wakion scale for Zundu. Thunder's hot pleasures and gentle winds of Netherling's kindness. Neverreap is sacred land to Vanu Vanu, but Vundu come with their wicked ways and transform Neverreap into tempest of terrors. Watch your terror feathers, Netherling. Never Reap, now accessible. Okay, so. Never Reap. We will go down here. Alright. Vanu Vanu, chief of the Zandu, faces a tempestuous predicament. Already facing an upwind battle to shelter his people from the warlike Vundu, his mast, the traditional symbol of power in the Vanu Vanu society, has grown old and worn. Should it crack, and his authority with it, the peaceful tribe would be powerless to stave off the coming storm. Venture into Neverweep, the sacred isle of the Vanu Vanu that has been overrun by the Vundu and the vicious beasts in their thrall, and emerge with the scale of the mighty Wakion, and that the sun might shine on the Zandu once more. We have a ready check here to make sure everybody is set. All but silly. You should be mowing the grass, but you're too lazy. I understand that. I don't have to mow my lawn. I have other people to do it for me.
You have a lawn?
I technically do, yes.
He lives in an apartment.
I have a backyard.
I don't.
I just don't go into my backyard. Alright, so this is Neverweep. This is one of the first two level 50 or 60 dungeons that came out with Heaven's Ward. And it was pretty exciting to do the first 700 times. Okay, there's X in his spiffy outfit.
Yep.
It's silly as an aura.
Do you hit single targets?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered if I had not been moused over on people.
Alright.
Your tail's.
Let me talk to this guy.
The best tail? Yes.
I welcome you to Neverland. Brave Netherling, take thunder eggs in hand and place thunder eggs on the altar of the clouds. The winds will swirl and carry you deeper into Neverweep, but we warn, for there are great dangers await. Alright. And we jump in here, and it sends us flying, look at that. Right to where we need to go. Oh, bird. Tiamat's gonna be pro tank and pick everything up.
Gonna try.
You'll be great.
I was like, I'm gonna form change, and then I didn't. Your grandparents have someone. You. Ah, that's true. That is true. When I was a kid, I used to have to mow my dad's lawn. He had. I grew up in this house with like a huge yard. I was only allowed to. Mow the backyard though, because the sides were hills, and they didn't want me falling over with the lawnmower.
Oh boy.
I was a small kid.
Impossible.
That's right, there are tornadoes here, and if you're wondering what they do, well, you probably guessed it. They do exactly what you probably assumed. Alright, this time, form shift, there we go. This pull is... Huh?
I was gonna say, why do I have mega potions on my bars?
That's a good question. If you didn't know, this pull is probably the most awful pull ever designed for melee characters.
It's okay, they're stunned now.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they were stunned.
Yeah, it does wear off eventually. But these Divine Swordists here, they constantly do this tail thing, and because they're spread out, because they can't occupy the same space as one another, no fault to Tiamat at all, they constantly do this fucking tail whip attack, tail chase, and cause us to run away. It's annoying. I don't like it. Alright, so I'll show you guys what happens when you step into a tornado. You get flung up into the air. It's a pleasant thing. And I got flung up into the air again, because the tornado moves faster than I do, apparently. Alright, I'm here to help.
Excellent.
Oh, I cannot wait till Stormblood when I can actually build chakra in combat. I always forget to use it when we're not in combat.
It's okay.
I mean, 5th chakra hits hard, but it's lackluster at best.
What? Lackluster?
Yeah, because you only get one use of it usually per fight.
It's true.
Otherwise,
I try to remember to hit it every time I step away from something, just once, just in case.
yeah,
I can hit it enough times, but it's like,
I tried
Yeah,
to as
he
well.
was just saying
It's
that
hard.
he doesn't remember to do
yeah, I
that.
know.
Yeah, I try to, but
It's hard to remember. You know what I forget about? Form shift.
yeah.
Or I hit it too many times.
Well, I spent so much time doing the other roulettes, and I keep getting stuff that I can't use form shift for that I forget to use it when I do level 60 stuff.
Oh,
Or
no.
54 or higher. You
Ugh.
don't use Feather Squall. Alright, so this first boss isn't too bad. He's actually pretty easy for the most part. He'll hide himself in the clouds, and then we just go and find him.
Oops.
Here he is. He's over here. Come to Miro.
Found him.
Why did you do Miro?
Well, because my sprint button is middle button, and my limit break is near there. But it doesn't matter
It's
as
good
long as
thing we didn't have LB.
No, I wouldn't have casted it because I was sprinting at the time. So don't worry.
Why do you have a healer LB bound?
Okay, well, because I think it's worth having bound. But it's okay if you disagree.
It's not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just have it bound because I have it bound on every class.
X found it.
Sure.
I have it bound on my bars that don't change.
Yay, feathers.
Same with sprint.
Same with sprint. They're both
Oh.
bound in places that don't change.
That's weird that you would mix them up then.
Okay.
I mean, considering you play so many TP classes where it would be really bad to accidentally sprint.
I don't accidentally sprint.
We can just ignore these feathers.
Yeah, we're gonna kill him.
But you accidentally limit break.
Okay, well, moving on.
Alright.
If I accidentally sprint, generally it's perfectly acceptable to use Invigorate because most of the time you don't have to worry about it.
Well, better than accidentally limit breaking for sure.
Okay, well,
You've been
I've
playing
never
around
done
with
that,
ideas
so
of what
don't worry.
main job in FF11 when I get it. Oh, Helldog, I forgot to tell you. Until the 29th, so 2 days from now, if you go to Square Enix's online store, you can get Final Fantasy XI and all expansions for $9.99.
Oh,
What?
I just was not expecting you to go to them
Why?
because you'd been on the other ones, just those two, for so long.
Not really. I was just making sure I had threat. So we have Soria with us.
That's fair.
Was that a problem for you?
No, I don't understand why. I feel like you're being a little bit hostile.
No, you just were like, oh.
Oops.
So I thought
Well,
maybe.
I started to do my normal rotation on them because I thought you were only going to pull them.
But you're
so-
ranged.
This is why I don't like speaking. Because everything I say has to be a conflict, but it's not a conflict. I was just stating something that happened. That's all.
Alright, so this part is kind of annoying because these bees. And you get tanks who want to pull all the bees and then they die because we don't have enough stuns to deal with all the bees. Between X, myself, and Piamet, we actually do with this setup. At least if we were to
Me.
pull R4. Silly doesn't count because he's shit.
I
I'm
have a
kidding.
stun.
That's true, Holy.
Holy.
Yeah.
I guess you could swift cast Holy and hope it goes off before final
It
sting
does.
goes off.
I've used it to stun things in the vault.
I've
Yeah.
casted Holy as a healer before.
Yeah.
Plenty.
It's great.
but It's still not the same because it still has to have its detonate.
Yeah, but the cast time for Final Sting is long enough that you can definitely stun it. I'm 100% sure. I just have to be targeting the right one.
Yeah, to know when it's gonna cast. Yeah, Helldog.
Not even that.
I don't know if you'd be able to get like a loan from your grandparents or parents or something, but this is a good opportunity to get it cheap. You would be getting it cheaper than Silly and I got FF11 for.
Really?
Because we got
How
it.
much did we pay? I don't
15.
remember.
We paid 15
Oh,
for
okay.
the two.
And
It was through Steam.
wow.
And this is $9.99 for the entire game and all expansions.
Oh, yeah. That's incredible.
At least I'm pretty sure that was the rate. I'll have a look. Might be 15 as well. Maybe it was just $9.99 for FF11 or Adeline, but either way, it's still fairly cheap compared to the $35 they want for everything normally. Which,
Yeah.
that's not a bad price given the amount of shit you're getting, but okay. I'm not gonna waste my 100 fist, or not 100 fist,
100 fists.
howling fist.
We're Final Fantasy 11 now.
Yeah.
That's devastating in Final Fantasy 11, though.
It is.
Kill things so fast when you have that up. How long does it last for, anyway?
30 seconds.
Need some coffee.
30 seconds of constant attacking. Alright, so this boss is a bit fucking weird. But on the bright side, if I get marked, I should have ample time to throw up,
Ew.
yes. I should have ample time to throw up all over payment. And I did get marked.
Don't
Alright.
forget you can dispel bleed here.
Ah, bleed.
Yes.
I'll pick this totem up, right? So, oh no, I did it right. It's right.
Generally speaking, for the first couple, it's the best for the tank to pick it up, Silly.
Oh,
If you
really?
recall.
I don't.
Yeah, it was mine that got marked anyway. So I was like literally right there.
Fuck it, man.
Soria's going. Soria's trying to do all this stuff. I guess that's okay because otherwise he'd be generating crazy threat.
So basically what we're doing is we're dropping the totems around, and then he throws out a field that goes over one or two of the totems, or more, depending on where he puts it. And then we gotta pick up the totem so you get that.
Yeah, got it.
I'll just fight him. Hope I don't lose my Grease Lightning. I didn't. I'm the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, if the totem gets stuck caught in the field, that purple field he throws out, then he goes invincible, I believe, and you have to kill the totem. And it's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass if you have to. The clouds come and the skies darken. No, this cannot be.
I still remember doing this one semi-current and having like this crappy healer who didn't know how to dispel it, and they were just like suffering with healing. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Let Miro and I tell you a story about our Sestasha level 50 the other night. Then,
No.
where we experienced something similar.
I've experienced pretty much every case of healers not dispelling or doing what they should
Yeah,
at any given point.
this was a healer on the first boss who wouldn't dispel the debuff.
What the fuck?
I don't know why they attacked me.
Did you
Ah!
cast
No, I
literally
didn't cast
anything?
anything. No, that's why I was like, huh. Interesting.
Oh, this is what happens when the water. Oh, never mind, it disappeared. I'll show you guys after. It's a pretty neat effect when you stand in this water thing. Look at that.
These do not do the other thing. The final sting. They don't.
Yeah, they're not bees. They're more like the.
Oh, they're called wasps. So
Yeah, but they're not the
they're like
same model.
jellyfish.
They're
It's
like
weird.
the alulae things.
Yeah, so in Sestasha, each one of us had 2 debuffs on each other.
And he decided to stand right in the middle of the back of the boss.
Luckily, we killed them before any of the tail screws could go off because Miro stunned the correct times. But it was really funny.
Remember when that healer like tried pulling
Yes.
for me,
I remember
and they pulled these and they died, and then I picked them up and lived.
that was a pretty funny time.
So great.
Jesus, I just
And
crit
then
on
we
every
kicked
single one of
them.
my stone 3s.
Are you excited
Yes,
for
we did
Stone
kick
4?
Stone 4, it looks pretty cool.
Why don't they go to Stone
What?
White mages get a new stone spell in.
There's Stone 4.
Yeah,
How do you know?
because in the video, showed all
I
the
didn't see that
abilities.
in the video.
It's like one of the first things they cast, so it's probably easy to miss.
Does it say Stone 4 on it?
No, but that's what it is. I mean,
It could be named something entirely.
it could be.
different.
It could be named Stone Wrath.
That's true.
Because Lord knows they need to go back to their naming scheme instead of just giving us numbered. Actually, chances are the red mage's abilities will probably be named stuff like Fyra and Thundara and such.
I believe that the convention for them is Jolt, and the stone spells are Impact, and the arrow spells are Arrow,
Interesting.
and then, but it's like Val Arrow and Joltra. So they may, I mean, it would be something they'd have to like think about if they wanted to redo the naming conventions and everything, because it would make sense now that Black Mage is going to have Thunder 2, Thunder 1 and Thunder 3 single target, Thunder 2, Thunder 4 multi target. They could call it,
Thunder
know.
4.
yeah, they could call it like Thunder, Thundera, and
Oh,
then
people are
Thundaga.
joking about that.
No, it's a real thing.
All right.
Oh. Do people seriously know the names of the abilities?
Mm-hmm. Because they were in Japanese on the on when Yoshi P was playing the classes, and people can read
Oh.
Japanese, I guess.
Yeah, they have a basic
Run to
idea.
melee.
Oh,
So
Right.
you're
I'll
gonna
kill
have to
this.
that one.
yeah, that's fine.
I'll move the boss.
No, you don't have to. It's gonna die in like 2 casts.
No, it won't.
So this boss here, he kind of just walks around like an asshole, hitting you. If you, and that's actually a good place for it to be because he's gonna knock us all back.
Not me.
Not PMX because she cheats, but then he summons tornadoes because again he cheats and he's an asshole. But and the tornadoes often will just hang around the boss because why not harass the players? See, there's a tornado, and I got caught. You fucker.
I always
no.
pop Divine Veil when Silly's like done healing me. Like, done.
Yeah.
Silly
I
sees it.
only
He's like, I'm
really-
You
done.
gotta look for that.
I should, yeah, but I only really cast like regen.
Damn it, X.
So,
Don't be one of those healers.
that's all you need.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. One of those healers who doesn't watch my buffs.
Yeah,
or the
I'll try.
tanks buffs.
I'd like to improve on that for sure.
Those are the healers who like don't know about living
Oh.
dead. So
Ay, ay, ay.
yeah.
This is annoying.
I thought you were dead because your health was bleh. It's like
That's fine.
yeah, because dead people have lots of buffs on themselves always.
Actually, I was doing done skate this morning, and there was
Wakian.
times where I was convinced like the healers just were not healing because I would go without getting healed for like 7-8 seconds at a time.
Seriously, yeah.
And then at one point, I like got down to really low health, and then I stayed like at like 100 health for like 10 seconds, and I died, and I was like, I was still alive, just so you know. Like I didn't know if they like saw that like I died and like they thought it looked like I died. I don't know.
Give me a sec here.
Oh no, my ribbon fell off.
There we go. Oh, that's right. It is 999. Anyway, and that is Never Reap. That is our first dungeon of today. We're gonna go and start the next one in just a moment. Okay, let's warp back to Oxzundu. No, I don't want to go to Camp Cloud Top.
But yeah, it's the most depressing thing. Like, before Clemency would proc Divine Veil, which, by the way, every time I used Divine Veil there, I had to use Clemency.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh, well, I didn't say that before, but I don't know how you would know that.
Because you said every time that I use Clemency, it's like I use Divine Veil, it's after Silly's decided he's done healing me.
Yeah, well, I
every
didn't say
time.
that I used Clemency for it, but yeah, before they made it so that Clemency would work
Alright,
on
sharing
that,
screen.
Okay, we have to turn in the quest.
Finish your thought, Piamat.
thank you. I would just like watch the buff tick down. It's a 30-second buff. I'd be like, this healer hasn't healed me for literally 30 seconds and hasn't looked at my buffs and seen that I have Divine Veil up for 30 seconds. Like, that's terrifying. Like, what are you doing?
Indeed. I agree.
Thanks.
Netherling wears the triumphant look of one who weathers the storm. You return from Nether Reap with the Wakuion scale, yes? This Sanu knows.
Wakion scale, the rounded scale of a giant breed of Senua known as Wakions. The Vanu Vanu have found their oval shape suited for the creation of tribal masks.
Netherling bears the scale, and it is a mighty one indeed. Fashion a mask from this, and Zundu Chief will command the authority of a furious storm of lightning. But that is not all Netherling accomplishes, no. Netherling chases the cruel Vundu from Netherreap, returns Halcyon winds to our sacred lands. We Zundu are not like our cruel Vundu brothers. Gentle like a spring breeze, we welcome Netherlings with open wings. Sanu's heart is warmed by the gentle sunlight of your friendship. Promise us that you will remain a friend to the Zundu for many seasons to come.
I got 5,000
Zundu-
gil for that.
Zundu don't have wings.
Maybe their arms are kind of like wings, like winged squirrels. Alright, we're going to be doing another dungeon now. It's called the Fractal Continuum. It's going to take me a moment here just to unlock it, and then we will go do that.
I want to play Dark Knight.
Okay. Fractal Continuum has stuff for me to read, so I will be doing that. It kind of did, but I didn't want to interrupt Piamet's line of
Yeah,
thought.
I was almost done expressing my thought, and I had already been interrupted like once.
I don't want to do Sky Pirates. I don't want to do the New Frontier. I don't want to do What's Your Sign. I don't want to do Dark Spectacle. Gods
Two of these
Belt.
boss fights aren't great for Dark Side, but
Wait, where the fuck is the
Whatever.
quest to unlock this?
I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm not talking to you.
You're muttering to yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have you turned down because for some reason Discord has you really loud.
There it is. Found it. Okay, so we gotta go over here and we're gonna do the quest. Do it for Gilly. Alright, so you get to voice neutral champs. Do it for Gilly. Neutral champs has a message for you from an old friend.
Ah, Miro, I was looking for you, or rather, your friend Wedge was. Left a most puzzling message he did, with instructions to convey it to you verbatim. He requests your presence at the Ethochemical Research Facility in Azisla for a projection of the utmost secrecy. Sounds like nonsense to my ears, but he assured me you would grasp his intent. Well, that is the message, and now I've delivered it.
Alright. So now we're going to go back to Azisla, where we started the stream today. Only we're not going to go visit Adarshir and Gerald. We're actually going to go fly around the area. What you talking about, Helldog? What about Discord?
You're silly. They do. People who say that 0 damage makes blood praise not work are stupid because there's an absorb effect that Dark Knights have themselves, and it would also make scholars and astrologians with Nocturnal Sect worse. And
What about misses? Like when you have dark dance, dark stuff. Dark parry.
well, that just
Because I've heard people like say things like you shouldn't dark arts, dark dance, and I was like, but why?
Okay. Here's Wedge. Tiamat.
Oh, there you are, Miro. I've been waiting for you, and so has an old friend of ours. You remember Gilly, don't you? I was feeling awfully lonely without her, so I snuck her out to the back door when the chief wasn't looking. Well, look at her now. Systems down, no power to utter even a single blip. Doesn't it just break your heart, Miro? Left alone in this wasteland for thousands of years, just waiting for someone to help. As soon as she's done her duty, clunk, tossed aside like a rusty old suit of armor. Well, I won't stand for it. We won't stand for it. I'm going to bring Gilly back to life, and you're going to help me. At first I had a mind to fix her up myself, but I fear she's proven beyond my abilities to repair. That's when I hit upon it. If we found a new body for Gilly, we could transfer her personality and memories right into it. It'd be like she never left. I know what you're thinking, and just where are we going to find this new body, Wedge? I've got 3 words for you. The Fractal Continuum. It's an old warship that was converted into a museum of elegant technology. If there's any place we can find a new body for Gilly, it'll be there. It's just a short trip away by matter conduit 6 to 7 to boot. You'll go, won't you, for Gilly's sake?
Alright. Gotta examine the Allegan teleporter. Just over here. In case you're wondering, that's the Fractal Continuum over there. Interesting looking area. FF14 has so many cool areas, but so much unused real estate. Transport is available from this location to the Fractal Continuum, the greatest storehouse of technological marvels in all of Alleg. The Fractal Continuum is temporarily closed to tourists. Access is limited to those with level 3 security clearance or higher. Unauthorized visitors will be removed via the Continuum's anti-intruder defense system. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy your visit. That's right, we get to go to a museum. A dangerous museum, but a museum. Okay, so. Wedge is a man with a dream that Gilly, the kindly guidance node who escorted you through the etheric wastes of Az's Law, might be restored to life, to blip to him once more. To that end, he'll need you to fetch her a new nacelle from the Fractal Continuum, a museum of elegant technological creations that will open its door to welcome its first visitors in some 5 millennia. Alright everyone, we're ready to check.
Oh, I wanted to change my chest piece real fast.
Okay, change your chest piece. Well,
it sucks because all my stuff is in a retainer that is not funded at the moment. But I think I have things. These are all grade whatever prisms. Bleh. Hold on. Oh wait. I